Welcome back to Chatterbox Reacts, fun little show that we do here at Chatterbox Sports where we react. And our producer Casey said he had a video that neither Elliot or I have seen before, and he really wants us to show. So Casey, play the video.
I'm going to give you 40%, but a lot of things are going to change because if Joe Burrow stays healthy, just because just the same way that San Francisco.
T. Higgins ain't gonna be there.
Okay,
That's why I said they're gonna a lot of pieces gonna move.
But just the same way that Mahomes has had San Francisco's number, because he's now 4-0. Joe Burrow has had Mahomes' number, and it doesn't matter to me who you get. As long as he's got Jamar Chase, they are serious business. And when he was healthy this year, remember they went to San Francisco and he put on a clinic out there. He is capable of going into Arrowhead and winning because I saw him do it in an AFC Championship game. He's capable of going up to Josh Allen and winning because I saw him do it in a playoff game. And speaking of Josh Allen, I agree with you. It sounds like Diggs is gone, but he's too talented not to be some factor here. And remember, that game up there this year, it went down to a 41-yard missed field goal by Tyler Bass, their kicker. If it goes through, we might be having a different conversation as we speak. And then it brings me full circle to Lamar Jackson. I still can't get it through my head that Lamar lost to Patrick Mahomes at Baltimore. I just can't believe it. And I think they will be at least as good next year, if not a little better.
It would be interesting.
All right, so here's the thing, and we've talked about this a lot at real length, is losing to Patrick Mahomes should not discount you as a quarterback. And it has for a lot of quarterbacks for a long time now. Josh Allen, that's the rumor. What has Josh Allen accomplished? Well, every single postseason except for one, he's lost to Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson, what's he accomplished? Well, he's a two-time MVP, one-time unanimous, and should have won a unanimous second-time MVP, but he lost to Patrick Mahomes. And the thing about Joe Burrow, and this is what we here in Cincinnati have spoke to his greatness, is that, yes, him and Tom Brady are the only quarterbacks to beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. Joe Burrow took this team to the Super Bowl despite getting sacked 9 times in one game, 7 times in another, 6 times in another. He truly is one of the 4 greatest quarterbacks currently in the game. And I absolutely believe that. Now, the question that Skip Bayless presents is, can he stay on the field? And that's the questions we're asking ourselves at this moment.
Yeah, and I don't want to say Joe Burrow's injury prone because I don't like saying it. He's my guy, but at the same time, you have
icky saying it.
You have to be cautious of it because at the same time, as much success as he's had on the field, there have been moments where, and again, maybe not through the fault of his own. He's dealing with an appendix injury. He's dealing with other stuff all throughout the preseason, the past 3 years, really. And I don't want to label him as that because there's a negative connotation to it. But the bottom line is there's one guy who Skip Bayless just mentioned there that has had success against Patrick Mahomes, and that's Joe Burrow, without a doubt. That's not to take away anything from Lamar Jackson, a 2-time MVP. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen has played incredible in the postseason despite losing to Patrick Mahomes now twice or 3 times.
Josh Allen might have the best postseason stats ever.
And again, he gets no credit because he was unable to ever beat Mahomes in the postseason. You have Joe Burrow, on the other hand, who's battling all the adversity in the world. And I know he said T. Higgins won't be here, but I think that was a little assumption there. It was a wrong assumption.
We'll see.
So I think even without T. Higgins, if you were to take him away, I still think Joe Burrow still has a very good career ahead of him. And I think he, again, is the only one that could beat Mahomes. Burrow is the kryptonite to Patrick Mahomes.
The thing is now that Patrick Mahomes has won 3 Super Bowls, now that Patrick Mahomes has won back-to-back Super Bowls and did it this year against a team that everyone perceived as being a down team. This was the year you were supposed to beat Patrick Mahomes, and he won the Super Bowl anyways. There has now created this sort of mysticism around the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw this with the New England Patriots. If you were playing the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, you just kind of think like at some point the ball's going to go their way. At some point there's this ghost that's going to come up and beat you. We saw this with Peyton Manning against Tom Brady. We saw this with Big Ben against Tom Brady. All these things. That's now going to persist with Josh Allen trying to beat Patrick Mahomes. 0-3 in the postseason against him. So now he's like, man, I don't know. It's just something's going to happen late in this game. We're going to get a missed field goal. He's going to come back in the final 13 seconds and drive the field and kick a field goal. Same thing's going to happen with Lamar Jackson. 0-2 now in the postseason against Patrick Mahomes, where there's going to be like, something's going to go wrong. The Bengals, the first time they played Patrick Mahomes in the postseason, they won. There's no ghost there. They don't have to overcome the ghost of the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have to overcome this mysticism surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes because they know they can do it because they have done it.
Yep.
They don't have to worry about that anymore. And that means a lot. Your jersey means a lot. And when the Bengals go into Arrowhead Stadium, which they've done before and have won before, and at another time took them down to the final seconds, they know they can win there. They're not afraid. And that means the world when it comes to those big games. Greatness wins those big games. In Joe Burrow, we've already seen the greatness.